Some even did a video and they said that in Ghana that they do not allow people to use left hand to give them things, but in Nigeria you can use any hand. Please, that is wrong. I do not know where you came from in Nigeria. I do not know the kind of culture that you practice there. However, there are so many cultures, so many things that happen in Nigeria, but most places in Nigeria, they appreciate you using your right hand. There are places in Nigeria that will not even talk to you or give you anything if you use your left hand to collect it. Please, maybe in some parts of Lagos, depending on the person you met in Lagos. If you meet a typical mother in Lagos, she would expect you to give her something with your right hand, or even to accept with your right hand. Sometimes when you are using left, you may say, oh, sorry ma, please, oh, I'm holding something with my right hand, please. However, if you go to the east or in the north, they appreciate you giving them things with your right hand. You can't just come and just dish it out with your left hand and you expect them to collect it. So I do not know where you grew up. So Nigerians appreciate people returning things or accepting things from them with their right hand. Please, not otherwise. Maybe, like I said, people have where they grew up, people have their own culture. Maybe their cultures permitted it, but please do not harm Nigeria. Do not say it is Nigeria. No, in Nigeria we value our culture, and most of us will prefer you give us certain things or accept from us with your right hand. Most of us will not accept left hand. Most people will not accept left hand. Please. Another point is the kind of vehicle that is being used in Nigeria and that in Ghana. I believe that Ghana has cities, and I believe that depending on what they use, it is unique to their cities. And in Nigeria, we do same. You Lagosians, I don't even understand you. I also live in Lagos. Not all buses in Lagos are yellow in color. So when you are comparing the buses in Ghana and in Nigeria, stop bringing out yellow buses. Yellow buses are peculiar to Lagos. In some parts of the east, they use mini buses. Some they painted yellow with another tag, very clean. Also, I want to talk about the nature of the buses. Sometimes they start describing it as, oh, it's just something like that, it's not that cute. No, it depends on where you went to. Have you visited Akwa Ibom State? Have you gone to Cross River State? Have you been in Port Harcourt? Have you been to Abeokuta, Ogun State? Have you been to Ibadan, Oyo State? Have you been to Ilorin, Kwara State? Have you been to Osogbo in Osun State? Have you been to Ondo, Akure? Have you seen their buses? Have you been to Onitsha, Anambra State? Have you gone to Imo State, Owerri? Have you been to Umuahia in Abia State? Have you been to Aba in Abia State? Have you been to Enugu in Enugu State? Have you been to so many places in Nigeria? Have you been to the north? Have you been to Abuja? Have you been to Nasarawa to see the kind of vehicles they use? Most of these vehicles are so beautiful, and each state do have their unique color. Please stop using downfall drivers or downfall buses as Nigerian bus. Have you been to Delta? Have you been to Asaba? Have you seen the color, the kind of buses? Some states use Hummer buses as their buses for their intra-city transportation. Have you been to Lagos to see the BRT buses that Lagosians use? Why will you just bring downfall driver or downfall buses and use it as your yardstick of buses when compared to that of Ghana? When you want to compare. Use the right tools and right resources. When you want to compare vehicular movement using buses, bring different buses and bring state by state buses and compare them to another city or to another country. Don't just go to Lagos and pick an old bus. Even the downfall buses now are gradually phasing out because Lagos State government, they've brought out new refined buses. If you want to compare bosses, compare them appropriately and stop discrediting the effort of your nation just because you want to create a YouTube video. The next point is cleanliness. Some did a video and they said that in Ghana you cannot throw anything away anywhere, but in Nigeria, film. If you drink your pure water, you can dump it or just fling it from your window. Please stop giving people such impression, so that most of them will not end up entering into problems when they enter Nigeria. There are places that are clean. You dare not drop things on the floor. There are roads, there are clean cities in Nigeria. In fact, some places in Nigeria rank amongst the cleanest cities in Africa. Take for instance, in some places in Abuja. Abuja is ranking amongst the cleanest cities in Africa. Uyo is ranking amongst the cleanest cities in Nigeria. So I do not know where you stay. Maybe you stay in some places in Lagos that tend to be very dirty, where people just fling things anywhere. It's okay. However, do not use it as a yardstick when you are comparing a whole nation to another nation. You may be living in a rural area or in a place or a slum. It all depends on where you grew up. That you grew up in a neighborhood that is dirty does not mean that you should use your dirty neighborhood as a representative of Nigerian environment. Let us get these things clear. Please, you're simply from a dirty neighborhood, that's all. Try to leave your comfort zone and visit places in your country or your cities that are clean. And you will know that you cannot just go to those places and dump your sachet of water, your sachet water anywhere. You will be arrested. Yes. So all I just want to say is this. To those non-Nigerians out there, try to pick the right information. Most of the people you see doing this video of Ghana shocked me are just chasing clouds. They just want to get views and they don't care. Try to find out the truth so that you don't paint a wrong picture of a country. You have to stay guided. Thank you.